Good morning. We are on day 27 of Talk Through the Pain as we walk through our healing. Today we're talking about mental pain in the aspect of workaholism, where our minds will not stop. We are always thinking about work, thinking about what it is we need to do. We're never present with our family or our friends. Things like that is mental. That is all in our heads. Checking through things or running over plans or thinking about presentations, all of that. How this pain is affecting me. I can't stop working. I only feel good when I'm being productive. How I like God to heal me. I only want you proud of me. I don't need people's approval. Because that does tend to be what it is, right? We are seeking approval of our boss or whoever we're working with or for. Even those above them, like we want to be noticed for what we do in our job. And how I see God in the midst of my pain is, I feel like He helped me in this area when I was a children's pastor. I had such a limited amount of time because I worked bivocationally. At the time I was a legal secretary as well as worked bookkeeping for a law office. And I traveled, so I had this commute as well, and I was a children's pastor, so I could give 10 hours of my time a week, and that included Sundays. So roughly 8 hours a week. And so when it came to wanting to do big productions or like decorating or anything like that, I had to think through, what is my plan A? So what is the ultimate goal? And then what is plan B? What is plan C? Because I did need others. So like, let's say if a lot of volunteers showed up to help out, then I could probably get plan A. But if nobody showed up, what is the least amount that I could do by myself that would still honor what I was wanting to present to the kids and feel good about it? Because when we give our time and our effort and our resources towards something, we want to feel good about it. But we have to know that we did give that effort. And when we do, then this is where the Lord says, then rest. Rest in me on your Sabbath. I am the Sabbath. Like, rest in me. Because if we don't trust God with our rest, we are telling Him, I don't believe that you will provide for me. And He had shown that He can. He has shown His faithfulness. With the Israelites, as they were traveling, He told them, I want you to work 6 days a week and rest on the seventh. And what I will do for you is I will provide enough manna, so enough food on that Saturday for you so that you have food for Sunday, and I want you to rest on Sunday. Now I'm using those days of the week, but it could have been any. But the day that you make holy to set aside for Sabbath truly needs to be set aside. And this has become more and more of my practice now that I am a senior pastor. I feel like this is the one thing that, and I've talked about this in this series before, it's a thing that a lot of people might pat you on the back like, oh, you're working so hard. But I think we need to more say, I'm so glad you're resting. I'm so glad that you see that you have limits and you need rest and replenishment. You need to be filled up. And that's my goal, particularly. We do it from Friday night till Saturday night. So we have a bulk of time on Saturday night to like wrap up our stuff for Sunday. Well, given this even this week, we waited too long. Our Sabbath really was over, I think, at 4 o'clock. Like that was the 24 hours. And we waited, I think, until 7 to start working on the last minute things for church. And we tend to go to bed between 8 and 8:30. I didn't go to bed till 10:30. And that was my fault. I chose to rest too long. It was time to work, and I should have done that. But I still went into Sunday feeling just fine. But, you know, when we put forth our effort, this is where the Lord always honors it. Here's what I have. So at that, like going back at that season of my life, I had 8 hours between Monday and Friday. What can you do, Lord? Can you help me? So I felt like the way that he healed me was he gave me so many good ideas. He helped me know who to get on my team. And then what could I really do with my own strengths, gifts, all of that, where I was relying on him and not myself. And he showed up, and I am so grateful. So I hope that this helps you, because I do think a lot of us can get stuck in that cycle of workaholism. And we can lose sight of our children. We can lose sight of our grandkids. We can lose sight of our spouse. We can lose sight of our friends. And we need them. We need them in our life, because at the end of the day, they are who sticks around, not our jobs. They are who we're remembered by, not our jobs. So I do hope that this blesses you, and I would love to hear how you celebrate Sabbath. All right, well, be blessed, and I'll see you next time.